for them to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts.
Philadelphia leading by 13. Roten kicks to Freak. Picked by Okafor. Turner comes with the double team. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Philadelphia. Noel comes in for Carl Landry.
Timeout charged to the Pacers.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Outside Hill. In the corner, George with it. Good, the assist goes to Hill. Hill's got 3 assists in the game.
That would be 4 in a row for them now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
Stolen by Ellis. And oh, here we go. Hill, nobody back. The lead now in single digits. Hill's got 4 points in the quarter.
And when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to rally and get back into it.
And Greg, it was really their defense just as much as their offense that served as the real catalyst, and I think it allowed them to put that run together.
Here's Hill, following the basket by Freak. Hill passes to George. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. The shot by Turner, no good. And the foul on Monte Ellis. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time, Greg.
Thompson, he's checked in for Gallinari. In Indiana with the change here, too. Hill's checked in. Now, here's Roten. He has 6. It's stolen by Hill. That's tipped. Embiid with the steal. Freak dishes to Thompson. Now, here's Roten. He's guarded by Hill. Sellers. Another miss by Philadelphia.
But still, eventually, you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
George with the ball. And Roten picks him up defensively. Good on the shot. 9 points for Hill.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
And Freak throws it down hard.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Puts up the baby hook, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That's on Monte Ellis. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the 76ers?
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They've also jumped on any opportunity they've had to attack the basket tonight. I mean, excellent penetration.
Solomon Hill, he's checked in for Indiana. Stuckey comes in for Ellis. Now, here is Hill. 9 points in the game so far. Stuckey outside. Here's Villanueva. Offensive rebound Pacers, but they'll get another chance. The kick out to Hill. They double in with Freak. Hill passes to Villanueva. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Villanueva's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Okay, that's more like it. A nice job here in the second. I mean, their field goal percentage is way up compared to what they did in the first half, where they shot a very low percentage. It actually was just above 30%.
There's Freak, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Freak's got 30.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Now, here is Hill. He's guarded closely. He kicks it to Hill. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Thompson dishes to Embiid. Villanueva with the steal. 35 seconds left in the third quarter, and it's blocked. The 76ers leading by 13. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the third. Thompson misses. Now here is Hill. Tight defense on him. Pick up by Hill. 1 second left, and the jumper falls for him.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And we welcome you back to our coverage of round one in the NBA playoffs. Sellers checked in for the 76ers. Hill, he's checked in for the Pacers. C.J. Miles comes in for Rodney Stuckey. Sellers in at 2 guard. Okafor out there with Carl Landry. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Roten in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. To the middle, here's Freak. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Freak's got 32 points.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
And George kicks to Hill. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Here's George. Sellers pulls it in. Freak's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Freak's got 16 here in the second half. And George, here we go. And here's Miles outside. Landry grabs the miss.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
And it's George finishing it off.
You know what? He wasn't going to wait around for any help on that break.
Solo soiree performance all the way. How about that for a little bit of a limerick?
I'm going to let it slide.
Picked by Okafor. Gallinari passes to Sellers. Shot clock at 6. The 76ers need to get off a shot, and it's Okafor missing. Pacers trail by 8. And Miles kicks to Hill. Hill dishes to Miles. Ellis against Landry. And it's Ellis penetrating. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Oh, a perfect half at the free throw line for them. That'll help their comeback effort Korea.
And Clark, those free throws need to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
Indiana making some changes. Turner's checked in for Hill. Villanueva comes in for Hill. And George Hill's subbed in for C.J. Miles. Here's Okafor. That's good.
Despite his ineffectiveness, the team has found other scoring options, which you have to have when one of your main guys is struggling.
Okay, Philadelphia, let's give a hand to your own Sisters Dancers.
Here's Ellis. He feeds it to George. Off the pick. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
And the foul on Monte Ellis. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
Outside Hill. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Just good, aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
.27 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And George with the stuff.
Plain one-hand flush. I love it.
Clark, I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike.
Yeah, the one hand lets you get up higher.
No doubt about it. At least it looks like that from this angle.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he ends up making the second, and that increases their lead to 6. And here's Indiana.
Well, it's urgent time right now. This is when they got to come up big.
Yeah, you got to get points here. I mean, there's no way you can get around it. You've got to be able to get baskets here in a short period of time.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel. That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And he is unable to get the second one. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Here's Sellers, and the foul on Miles Turner. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that increases their lead to 6. Hill passes to George. Dishes it to Hill. The three. No good. So the 76ers win it. This was a pivotal game in the series so far, and they were able to keep their heads straight, get the job done, and take the all-important 3-2 lead.
Now they can breathe just a little bit easier, knowing they're just one win away from closing this thing out. Had they lost this game, the pressure on them would have been huge.
Oh, just gigantic, you're right. And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And this broadcast has not ended just yet, as we've got the award-winning Ernie Johnson standing by here for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game. Freak. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense, he was the firepower that propelled them during the second half.
He was the star of the show for them on the offensive end. Over half of their points came through him. I think he was the number 1 option, the number 2 option, number 3 option, and then when the coach called timeout, he was still the option.
Without his leadership and his spectacular play tonight, they wouldn't be holding the lead in this series. The bottom line is they are now in the driver's seat. Looking very good and going forward, like me and my convertible.
And we are still early in the postseason. There's more round 1 action of the NBA playoffs coming your way. For Shaq and Kenny the Jet Smith and Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew, good night, everybody.